Thank you, Dean Zaba. Governor Thomas Rocket, Governor Dan Ryan, Governor Solomon, Provost DeHaze, President of the Graduate Student Association, John Sospansky, distinguished members of the faculty, our candidates for the graduate degrees, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me today to join you for the first time at the commencement ceremonies for the Graduate School of the University of Rhode Island. This ceremony celebrates the accomplishments of our students at the University of Rhode Island in advanced study, appropriate to practice as a professional or to participation as a member of the academy itself. Attainment of a master's or a doctoral degree is a high honor, reflecting not only the mastery of a discipline, but also the attainment of the creative and critical capacities necessary for leadership. Our students receiving these degrees aspire to leadership, and I am personally confident that they are well prepared for it. Without any doubt whatsoever, the alumni of the University of Rhode Island, particularly the alumni of the Graduate School, the University of Rhode Island, have distinguished themselves across practically all the disciplines in innumerable capacities and throughout the nation and the world. You, the students, are joining that great community of achievement, and all of us here believe that you will accomplish even more than your predecessors. You will need to. The challenges we collectively face in the 21st century are as great as any ever faced by humanity in its past. It is no exaggeration to state that the future of the world depends on what you will say and do. We do, I believe, as you know, have the power to create the future in ways both large and small. And it is impossible to precisely or even approximately discern in advance what will be a modest contribution to a better future or one that dramatically changes its course. Let me provide you one example from my own area of work. It was a seemingly esoteric observation that some organisms could live in the thermal springs of Yellowstone National Park, an observation, by the way, that was originally dismissed as impossible, that led, inexorably over time, to the creation of the entire worldwide biotechnology enterprise. That enterprise now is critical to the creation of new cures, of desperately needed ways to feed the planet's population, and of new materials necessary for the advancement of society, and even entirely new ways of understanding our own nature, as with the recent announcement that, in fact, the genome of the Neanderthal had been sequenced and now could be compared to the human genome. That's just one small illustration of the point that I wish to make. Never assume or allow someone to persuade you that what you are doing as a result of your graduate studies is insignificant. You must take the responsibility to continually assess your efforts, your accomplishments, and your dreams. Your family, your friends and colleagues, your mentors here at URI, all can provide encouragement, aid, friendly criticism, and comfort. But only you can finally decide whether you are living up to your potential, which we see so clearly in you, and only you can decide whether what you are doing is what you have been called to do to create a better future for all of us. I wish you the very, very best in that endeavor and pledge you my support and that of the University of Rhode Island. Congratulations.
We are pleased to have with us today one of our graduate students who serves as president of the Graduate Student Association to offer welcoming remarks on behalf of the association, Mr. John Sospansky.
President Dooley, Provost DeHaze, Dean Zoia, administration, esteemed faculty, staff, graduates, good afternoon. Welcome. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to the friends and family. Where would we be without your support? It's been a pleasure of mine to serve as the president of the Graduate Student Association during this past year, especially as it's allowed me the opportunity to know many of you on an individual level and share the graduate experience together. Today we are recognizing your achievements and hard work, but I encourage you to not let that solely define you. You have diverse backgrounds, ethnicities, religions, and qualities. It is a result of this that you were able to strive towards and achieve this goal and are here today. Never forget that you are more than a degree. You have unique talents and attributes which you have cultivated and of which you should be very proud. These aspects of yourselves shine through in every project you undertake and help to motivate you to achieve your goals, whether you are in physical therapy or in English, labor relations, biology, oceanography, or engineering, or any other field of study here. I would like to thank you as well. You have each made a contribution to this university through your research, your teaching, and your personality. And as you leave to pursue new goals, the impact you have made on the faculty, the staff, the undergraduates, and other graduate students will still remain. Life is short and precious, and the time that you spend here at URI should be used to enrich your own lives as well as the lives of others. This graduation is a joyous and important moment, and certainly one to celebrate, for it's a marker and a milestone, one of many to come. URI has given you much new knowledge and many skills to improve the world we live in, and I ask you to share those gifts generously. Through a struggling economy, floods, oil spills, and other challenges of our lifetime, remember to think big. Congratulations, and I wish you the best for your future ambitions.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking today for the Board of Governors is Dr. Thomas Rocket. Please welcome Governor Thomas Rocket.
Thank you, Dean Zoya. Distinguished members of the Platform Party, degree recipients, faculty, and friends, on behalf of our chairman, the Honorable Judge Frank Caprio, and all of the members of the Rhode Island Board of Governors for Higher Education, Governor Saul Solomon, and Governor Dan Ryan, and I bring greetings. We congratulate you and all of your professors and all those who have supported you for the successful completion of your graduate degree programs. We offer you every best wish for your futures. And as Robin Williams told the students in the movie The Dead Poets Society, carpe diem, seize the day, go make your lives extraordinary. Thank you.
President Dooley, I present to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, and I ask that you confer on them that degree. Will the candidates please rise?
I have to let you know that you're a very special group of people. I've worked in academia for over 30 years, and this is the first time I get to say this, and I've been looking forward to it for a long time. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors for Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I congratulate all of you on behalf of the entire university. Congratulations. Ready for your part? Are you going to do one more part?
What's that?
Okay, we ready?
Yeah, they're going to come forward to be hooded.
Swapna Adagula, Major Professor, Dakota Major, Hooding, James Smith. No. Jamie Oxley. Thamir Al-Shamari, Major Professor, Paul Thurat. Adriana Boveda Lambie, Major Professor, Ruby Delakia. Anne Brett, Major Professor, Mustafa Kulinovic. John Butler, Major Professor, Louis Heifetz, Hooding, David Bird. Yanjing Chen, Major Professor, Jeffrey Bothan. Brian Corbett, Major Professor, Dakota Major, Hooding, Jamie Oxley, James Smith. Brian Crawford, Major Professor, Richard Polnack. Elizabeth Diamond, Major Professor, Joseph Rossi. Thank you. Jennifer Doucette, Major Professor, Mark Robbins. Michael Dunn. Major Professors Robert Rogers and Tom Manfredi. Hooding, Robert Rogers. Matthew Freeman. Major Professor Christopher Anderson. A. Cassandra Golding. Major Professor Patricia Morikoff. Jeffrey Harris. Major Professor Stephen Grilly. Hooding, Christopher Baxter. Kenneth Hurd. Major Professor David Faust. Hooding, Ellen Flannery Schroeder. Kimberly M. Hill Perry. Major Professor Margaret Rogers. Satyan Kalkunte. Major Professor Clinton Chichester. Owen Brian Kaufman. Major Professor Robert Schwegler. Paraminderjeet Kaur. Major Professor Nathaniel Mitkowski. Adis Kadani. Major Professor Arun Shukla. Jennifer Joyce Kisko. Major Professor Carolyn Patensky. Eliza Krieger. Major Professor Lisa Harlow. Hooding William Krieger and Lisa Harlow. Sanal Kumar Krishnan. Major Professor Rebecca Nelson Brown. Zachary Kudlak. Major Professor Lubos Toma. Mei Lee Koo. Major Professor Catherine Quina. Anurag Kumar, Major Professor, Mohammed Fagri. Robert LeBlanc, Major Professor, John Leo. Thank you. Chang Lee, Major Professor, David Farmer. Chang Liu, Major Professor Donna Meyer, Hooding, Mohammed Fagri. Okay. Brian Marinelli, Major Professor, John Leo. Sarah Mataris, Major Professor, Gabrielle Cass-Simon. It's a tough one. Patricia May, Major Professor, John Bulmetis. Brian McKeon, Major Professor, Manbir Sodhi. Ravi Sharma, Major Professor, Christopher Baxter. Anthony Monahan, Major Professor, Susan Rausch. Daniela Ragusa, Major Professor, Celeste Martin. Thomas Ramatowski, Major Professor, Z.C. Yang, Hooding, James Smith, Jimmy Oxley. Muriel Rodriguez, Major Professor, Patricia Morikoff. Ashish Sarodi, Major Professor, Hossein Zia, Hooding, Joanne Lozier. Heather Schrum, Major Professor, Arthur Spivak. Bryna Lynn Siegel, Major Professor, Libby Miles. Jason Simeone, Major Professor, Brian Quilliam. Thank you. Piotr Skuza, Major Professor, John Leo. No, I know. Congratulations. Congratulations. John Schibler, Major Professor, Richard Scholl. Key Song, Major Professor Harold Nickel, Hooding, Dr. Jeffrey Botham. Karen Stam, Major Professor Lisa Harlow. Zen Zen Sun, Major Professor Shaw Chen. Margaret Teasdale, Major Professor David Rowley. Maureen Varina, Major Professor David Nelson. Kathleen Vignes Raposa, Major Professor Peter August. Deanna Voisin, Major Professor Lisa Wyant, Hooding Kathy Pino. William Whitmore, Major Professor, Seth Masinko.
Thank you.
Dustin Wilt, Major Professor, Catherine Quinna. Weijun Shou, Major Professor, Jing Yang. Lan Yao, Major Professor, Oleg Andreev.
President Dooley, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy and ask that you confer on them that degree. Will the candidates please rise?
There they are. There they are. I actually have something to say to you, however. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors for Higher Education, and upon the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university.